my peeps, I'm right here at what is the cross street, baby? Okay, well, we're by Crenshaw area, and we're right here at Brandon's front yard garden, and it's all full of raised beds. And this is another great example of no matter where you're at, regardless of your situation, your circumstance in life, with whatever you have as far as space in your property, wherever you're living at, to go ahead and take initiative and take the action to set up a garden. It could be in any configuration, any style, whatever suits you best, based on your personality and the person that you are. So I'm gonna give you guys a small tour of his garden. And before this garden was set up, it was just another standard American front yard with grass and weeds growing everywhere. And he decided to get rid of all of it and to grow his own food as much as possible with whatever the universe will allow him to do in his own hands. So I hope you guys yet again get motivated, get inspired, and fuel yourselves with ideas to make something happen for yourselves. You know, I'm not making these videos just to show off. Like, my whole end goal is to trigger something within you so you guys could take action to go ahead and grow your own food. Set up a garden. It could be small scale, medium, large. It doesn't matter. But just start somewhere and don't stop. Continue. Enhance it. You know, progress it, expand on it. And just keep going, and eventually you guys will eventually maximize the space that is required for your living space. So here we go, my peeps. Hopefully this is a decent intro and these words are making sense. Okay, so let's check it out. So here is the garden. So we're just gonna check. I'm gonna go really slow, as much as possible, and yet again, whatever I can identify, because I recognize it, I know what it is, I will name it. If not, I will ask later, once I'm done recording, what it is, and then I will edit it in the video and put captionings of what it is. Okay, my peeps, so I'm gonna do my best, but here we go. Okay, so this is the front yard. See, this is the gate. Okay, and here we are. So this is the framing for the raised bed. I don't know how long this garden's been up and running, but I will ask to know exactly how long has this been growing on for. But and the cool thing is that he actually taken the time to identify most of the food that he's growing. So he actually took the time to custom build these little stakes, and he writes down the names, and then he color codes them, and he writes numbers so he can really identify what is what. So this is his technique. This is a method that he developed so he can identify relatively easily what he has planted and he's growing in the garden. And this is very innovative because I have never seen this, and that's pretty much what you gotta do, you know. Think of things that will allow your life, your gardening life, and your life easier, smoother, and simple. You know, you gotta keep it economical, you gotta keep it efficient, and you gotta keep it easy. It's not good to make things complicated, my people. Always remember that. Do not make things complicated. So I don't know the exact same depth this is, but I will say it's about 2 feet high. And I don't know the dimensions of it, but I could get like a rough draft or a rough estimate. But as far as the width, it's about maybe 3 feet, 4 feet wide. But yeah, so right here he has collard greens right in front of me, and they're kind of purplish green. I don't know specifically what variety it is, but in general they're collard greens. And right here he has marigolds, which on the petals, the actual petals, they're edible, and you can actually garnish anything. You could throw them into your smoothies, your juices, your salads, or just eat them raw. Just pick them out and munch on them. And look, there's a bee. Oh no, that's a wasp. But yeah, so you can go ahead and grow your wild or edible flowers. You can always Google search edible flowers, and there's more than a dozen. There's a lot to be grown. And also he has a tomato in between his 2 marigolds. And yet again, look, he did his little popsicle stick. So he color coded it orange, and he numbered this one 15. And then he has his basil right here. His marigold right next to it as well. And then he has this one color coded orange, and his number 17. That is so he can identify exactly what he's growing. And right here we have in this tag that he made, all custom made, it's basil Italian or Italian basil. And then right here he has basil opal purple. And you guys can tell the difference between both of the basils, Italian and then opal purple. So yeah, just keep in mind he made this himself. He gets some type of glue, and then he gets these little sticks, and then he glues the popsicle stick. He colors them, and then he gets some type of acrylic or some type of marker that allows him to write down the names. So it's pretty cool. I love this. This is very unique. And then he has right here another popsicle. So this one's color coded orange, and it's number 16. And then he has another type of basil, different variety, basil cinnamon. And you could tell the difference right here. The flowers are just about the same. They're identical, but this one's a little bit more on the white side, and then on the opal purple, it's more of a purple, like the flower. So it's pretty cool. Let's just see the 3 different ones. You see? And then let's move on to the next one. So right here he has holy basil, Tulsi Rama. And let's look at this one. So he has different variety of basil plants, and that's good. You always want to grow different. You want to have a diversity, a broad spectrum of different type of plants. Okay, I think this one is I think Humphrey. I'm not sure. Like this one, I'm gonna have to ask. I'm not sure if this is the one that you chop and you drop, and then it adds fertilizer to the soil. So yeah, this one I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask my people for this one, 'cause I don't know how to identify this one yet. But it's all a learning process. Then he has right here some type of corn. And It could be decorative or it could be edible. I'm not sure. There's also another one I will have to ask what type it is. And let's go around. And yet again, I don't know if these are edible. But this is growing in a clay pot. I would say it's maybe like 20 gallons. I'm not sure how many gallons is this. And let's continue. Oh, this one's called Annies, Annuals, and Perennials. Well, that's just a tag that's there, that blue one. Yeah, we'll have to ask what is this one. But it has pink, purple flowers, like really bright pink, yellow, white. Has different type of colors. And we're gonna go on this side now. And he adds more holy basil, Vania. And I would say this is the same genetics, same type, variety, because they look just identical. Let's keep going. But yeah, look at this kale. It's very beautiful. It's like purple green. Oh yeah. It looks super healthy, super duper. Look at the size of these leaves. This is my hand. Yeah, they're humongous. They're like bigger than my head. And then he has some type of framing here, like for trellis that he built himself. It's all custom made. And then it seems like this like a drip line. Yeah, it's like a mister. I'm not sure. Yeah, it seems like it's a mister that he has them attached to like PVC. Then he has more PVC piping here with a valve to open and close. Yeah, and then let's see, he has onions growing right here. You can see the seeds. And then I'm not sure if this is like a cucumber or some kind of pumpkin or squash. I'm not sure what this is. But yeah, and then right here, let's give a 360. Now let me turn around. So we have right here char, ruby red. So this is the ruby red Swiss char. I don't know what this one's called right here. Oh, this one's spinach. Oh, mustard spinach. You see it right there on the tag. And this one he color coded it green. And then right here he has char, white giant. It's growing, it's taking off. And then right here he has char for rook hook. It's a different variety. And then in the back right here he has marigolds, but they're the white ones. And actually it's going to flower and it's seeding. So hopefully we could get some seeds. And right here we have some char. It's called Garden Rain. And this one's color coded green. It's number 5. So you can identify it. Then he has, I would say, the yellow Swiss char. And then he has Indian mustard. The little tag, the stick. And then we have right here char Lucilius. So he has different type of Swiss chars right here in this bed. Different colors. He has the white, the yellow, the red, and then different type of char as well. And different type of marigolds. And then he has, what is this? Oh, mustard giant. That's what it says right here. And then right here, I think this is a different variety of kale. I think this is kale. Or yeah, I think this is kale. I don't think it's collard greens. I gotta make sure. Yeah, yeah, it is kale. So it's Scott, kale, curl, CH. But yeah, this is kale right here. Yeah. Oh, there you go. He has the tag right here. So this is called Kale Bates Blue. Okay, so these are two different varieties. Yeah, so this is Kale Bates Blue right here. And then this one's the Kale Curl Scott CH. So yeah, so two different varieties. I think this is some type of sage. I recognize the leaf pattern and the color. I would say this is some type of sage right here. So that's his sage right here. So this is this raised bed. You guys can see the framing. See the construction of it. I don't know what this is. I will have to ask. I don't know what these are right here. That's another thing I will have to ask. And the same thing with this one. Oh, but this right here, rosemary. I recognize rosemary for sure. I don't know what this is, but it has purple flowers. So we're going around now. And we have Kale Premier, which is this one right here. And then he has Mustard Giant right here. It's flowering. And this is Kale Dwarf XX. I think it's this one. And then Kale Canola, which is this one. And then he has Kale Siberian, which is all right here. And then right here we have Kale Russian Frills, which is right here. And then right here we have Chinese kale or Kale Chinese, which is this one. And then right here we have Kale Red Winter, which is this one. Oh, okay, I see the difference. But the stem, the stalk is kind of purplish. So yeah, right here he has on this side all kales. This is kale, different varieties, different genetics, different type of kales. Yep. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different type of kales on this side. And then right here he had some melon Hell's Best. I don't know if we're having some tomatoes right here. Another onion that dried out. And then right here he has another raised bed on top of this raised bed. You see the framing, the building, the construction of it. But yeah, so right here he has a giant sunflower. And some kind of, let me see, a melon. So there's a melon, and it's right here. And look at the size of the stalk. Oh wow, I can't even wrap around it. My fingers don't touch. wow, it's pretty thick. So it's about this thick. And this is just a sunflower. It's pretty huge, man. It's like about, I don't know, 15 feet and above high. That's a lot of footage. Then he has these other flowers. I don't know what this is. If it's some type of berry. And yeah, there's a lot of things I just can't identify. Just some regular roses. And you're gonna go around, and then he has right here some type of, I don't know what this is. It looks like a tomato. Some type of tomato. And then we have some more marigolds, edible flowers. And you can just eat the flowers and you'll get the benefit of the antioxidants and the pixels in the petals, the colors, and then the pollen as well. So you won't have to eat honey. Because the bees make the honey for themselves, not for human consumption. So we could steal it from them. And right here you see some nasturtiums. So all of these are nasturtiums right here growing along. Some more tomatoes, nasturtiums, and another marigold. It's about 3 feet high. These are like 3 feet, above 2 feet high. And then you got some celery, red venter, with some yellow nasturtiums. These are edible flowers, and the leaves are edible as well. And here is your celery. And look at the stalks. This celery grows and it's actually going to flower. So you have all the flowers, and eventually you'll have the seeds. They'll drop and then they'll regrow. So you won't have to plant them. So keep it like a perennial. And then he has some type of citrus here. Oh, semi-dwarf Maya. Oh, kumquat. Oh, so these are the kumquats. Cool. And he has some right here growing. Oh, these are the kumquats, Mary.
The what?
Kumquats. Remember I told you to research them?
Yes.
These are it. And yeah, and it's jam-packed with flowers. Like, and look, just so all these flowers are gonna become these fruits. So eventually he's just gonna have fruits everywhere.
They look like oranges.
Yeah, they are oranges. It's like some type of citrus. And this, I have to learn. What is this one, my peeps? And I know this is like some kind of chives, like Chinese chives. This is, I don't know if it's oregano or some kind of herb, but this is an herb most likely. But this one, I don't know if it's Humphrey or I don't know, my peeps. But it went to flower and it already finished its flowering cycle. So now we're just gonna go wrap around and remember. So we already went from this bed. That was the first one. This is the middle one, the second one, and we're going around the third one. And right here he has nasturtiums, different type of nasturtiums, a lot of nasturtiums on this side. And they're orange flowers. And then I don't know what are these. I don't know. These are daisies. But he has a lot of nasturtiums. And then he has the red ones right here. Different colors. And let's continue. So now we're gonna look at this side of the garden. And I don't know what are these called. I never actually seen these before. But they're cool. They're all purple. And these as well. I don't know what these are. I have to ask. And the same thing with these right here. But yeah, just look at the construction. Just whichever way suits you best. But just build something to contain the soil. So you guys could go ahead and plant. I don't know what these are called too. But yeah, so this is, he has his little shovels, tomatoes right here. I would say different varieties. I'm not sure they're all the same. Yeah, so he has tomatoes, and you need to give them space because they take off and they just expand and they get all over the place. So they need to have ample space, plenty of space, and he starts something I need to learn how to go about growing and starting my own startings and all this stuff. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I have to ask. And this one too. I don't know if this is like a cover crop, but I know these are chives. So I'm not sure. I have to ask. What is what? And then right here, look at this kale. It's a baby one, and this is like the mother one. And look how big it's growing. Just keeps growing, keeps growing, keeps growing, keeps growing, keeps growing, and bam. It's super tall. It's about 7 feet tall, about. Cause I'm 5'6". So that's his kale. And the reason why they grow like this, they just keep stretching out, is because when you harvest and you harvest and you harvest and you harvest, it just keeps growing and keeps growing and keeps growing, and it just keeps growing. The same thing with this one right here. Look, right here, that's already a foot, another foot, another foot. It's just another foot. So this is about 6 feet tall, because I'm 5'6", which is right here. Yeah. So you saw, that's why they keep growing. Because you just harvest and you harvest and you harvest. And so yeah, let's check out. So look, he constructed it, he built it. I don't know what type of wood it is, but it's pretty dense. It's good wood. And like, meaning it's not gonna degrade in a short manner of time. And then he put some type of liner. I don't know what type of material is this, but that's just to hold the soil and maybe the soil moisture, so it won't evaporate too fast. But yeah, so that's his. This one's, I would say, like 4 feet high from the ground. Just giving you guys a rough estimate. And he has more starts right here, and then all right here, sunflowers, which they were chopped off. But these stalks were from sunflowers. And so he's just growing, decorated as well, implemented with edibles. And yeah, so it seems like he has the drip irrigation system installed, because you see all the different attachments and the tubing and the fittings and the degrees, and probably with sensors, because you see the wiring. So yeah, so he has it dialed in. And I don't know what this one is. I don't know if it's edible. But yeah, my peeps. So now we're pretty much at the end of the garden. So this is like against the wall. So over this side is the neighbors. And yeah, so we pretty much did the whole garden. And I remember I started way over there on that side. So now I'm doing all of this, and I'm pretty much done. I'm just gonna go through this little section, and that pretty much covers the whole front yard garden. This one's called The Edge of Joy. I'm not sure if it's this one right here, this baby one, or this one right here. And then he has more tags that he made and color coded a number identification 1, 2, 3, 4. Zinnia hybrid mix, and Zinnia giant flower mix, Zinnia candy stripe, and this one's called Stripe Vulcan, which is this one, I believe. I'm not sure. And then D Sunshine. Now I'm not sure if these are edible. I'm not familiar with these. I have never been exposed to these until today, till now. And then he has D Gallery Valentine. I'm not sure if it's this one right here that is barely sprouting out. And yeah, so he has his garden here. Yeah, I don't know what this one's called too. I mean, this one's called Lobelia Vistusola Giant. Just weird names. I don't know. This one kind of looks like celery, the pattern. And yeah, and this one's called Hunlin's Carnival or Nolan's Carnival. I'm not sure. But yeah, so it's this one. And he has more starts here. There's like a tray. So these are all starts. And yeah, so that pretty much does it for the raised bed garden setup right here. So there's the end of it. And Mary's chilling right there. And right here, this tree, it's a guayaba tree. So yeah, this is his garden, his raised beds. And that's the framing of it. Alright. So yeah, and this is just more trellises right here. They look custom made. A little bird house. I'm not sure what type of little house is that. But yeah. So that pretty much covers it. And there's like some type of cover crop. He has like wood chips. But yeah, so this is it. But yeah, this is a guayaba. More shoots and the main stalk, and we're under the canopy. So he has his guayaba tree. He was Mary. Yeah, so this is his garden. So this is his front porch. He has his swing, his chair, and that's it. Alright, my peeps, so I'm gonna go in reverse real quick. This is the garden. Alright, my peeps, I hope you guys like that. Just another great, wonderful, powerful example of what one person can do to be the change that you want to see in the world, to create that ripple effects. Because each and every one of us, we are a condensed ball of energy in this pool of infinite possibilities in the universe. So ultimately, the choice is yours. I made mine, he made his, and we're doing something about everything that needs to get done in the world. And we are part of the solution, not part of the problem. And yet again, be a producer, not a consumer. Alright, my peeps. Peace, love, and health. Laters.